Hey everybody, this is Mr. Hessian. Today is Friday, October 25th, and you should be working on your assignment. If you look at the calendar here, it says that I'm gone. You need your Chromebook today. I'll zoom in here. The first thing I'm going to have you do is take your Schoology quiz. So on Schoology, go over to the side and find the quiz called Scientific Method Experimental Design. All right, you can take that quiz. It's based on your doodle notes from Wednesday and Thursday. Got it? So you can have those notes out and use those on your quiz. When you're done with the quiz, I want you to do the Ed puzzle and then the Schoology assignment. The Ed puzzle you're going to watch on your own. It's about claim evidence reasoning. And then the Schoology assignment is also about claim evidence reasoning. So the Ed puzzle you'll find on the side is called claim evidence reasoning. And when you're done with that, here's how you do the Schoology assignment. Okay? You should have an assignment in Schoology called Claim Evidence Reasoning with GOAT CER. Open that, and that will hopefully bring you to a document that looks something like this. Claim Evidence Reasoning with GOAT CER. The first page actually looks like this. So I'll go slideshow so you can see the whole thing. Crafting a sound scientific argument. So you should have already watched the CER Ed puzzle, but we're going to get into this a little bit more. Start with this. Argue and argue well. The claim evidence reasoning framework is a strategy for arguing ideas in science. A good argument has a claim supported by strong evidence and clear reasoning. Let's go over these components. So what I'm going to do is switch to this one. Okay. And why don't you go ahead and pause the video? I'm going to read through these. Pause it as needed to write this down or type it into your document. This is like taking notes, right? So what's a claim? This is usually one sentence that states the answer to a research question. Okay, so a one sentence claim. Evidence. These are observations, measurements, and data collected from an experiment. And finally, reasoning. Reasoning ties together the claim and the evidence. This explains how the evidence supports the claim, and it uses scientific principles. Again, pause this video as needed to fill this out. I'm going to go back to the original. So I'm going to have you take a look at a sample here. Once I can figure out how to do it, here we go. The first sample CER is called The Bee Stings and the Nose Knows by Dr. Flower. So what's the claim? The claim is the nostril is the most painful location for a honeybee sting. The upper lip is the second most painful. Okay, that's a claim being made. Visual evidence, they included some pictures of the nose, a bee, and this is a nerve cell. Then evidence. What's the evidence that supports the claim? Provide measurements and observations. And this says, Dr. Flower stung himself with honeybees at 25 pain points around his body. On a scale of 1 to 10, he noticed stings at the nostril and upper lip had an average pain rating of 9 and 8.7. Dr. Flower interviewed 20 beekeepers and asked each of them to describe the most painful bee stings from their careers. Out of the 20 beekeepers, 14 said the most painful stings were on their face. 8 of those beekeepers specifically mentioned their nostrils, and 4 specifically mentioned their lips. So this is data. This is the evidence that supports the claim that the nostril is the most painful and upper lip is second most painful to be stung by a bee. Okay. Reasoning. We're using scientific principles to explain why. So some possible reasons that the nostrils and upper lip are the most painful places to get a bee sting are: 1, pain is more intense at locations with thinner skin. 2, reaction to pain is greater at important body locations like openings, for example, nostrils and lips, as a natural type of protection. And 3, Measured nerve activity shows increased sensitivity at the tongue, lips, and fingers. So these three things help to reason why the evidence shows that the most painful places are the upper lip and nose. Okay, where did they find this information? They had some scientific reasoning behind it, things that they may have learned about in the past relating scientific ideas. Okay. Next. Sorry, I'm clicking the wrong thing here. All right, what I'm going to have you do now is watch a short ad. This is an ad, I believe, for Audi. It's called My Dad is an Alien. So click on that link. And then you're going to say, what's the claim? What is the claim? And of course, the claim you're going to see here as this girl believes her dad is an alien. Visual evidence. It says you can draw or design pictures. If you're able to do that, we don't have a stylus or anything to summarize the article. We can skip the visual evidence for this one, I think. But write your evidence in here. So you're going to be able to type right in. If you click, I'm clicking the wrong way here. You should be able to type in this document. You may have to take it, of course, don't have it in presentation mode, and then you can type on it, okay? What's the evidence that supports the claim? So as you go through the video, pause it and write down the things that she says that supports the idea that her dad's an alien, actual observation that she makes, okay? And then finally, the reasoning. Listen for the reasoning in the ad. Why does she say that these things support the idea that her dad is an alien? And type those in. Got it? Then go to the next one. A Doritos commercial. Now, the claim in this one isn't really stated. I don't think there's a whole lot of talking except toward the end of the ad. So see if you can figure out what the claim is. Visual evidence, don't worry about. Actual evidence, you can just summarize. Type in here what evidence there is to support the claim of the ad, and then reasoning. Then finally, this is the one called the GOAT CER. So my question for you is this: who's the GOAT? Pick someone who you view as the greatest of all time in something, okay? And fill out this page. It could be mountain biking. It could be rapping. It could be dancing. It could be just a regular singer. It could be a basketball player, Michael Jordan. It could be any sport, you can think of that you like, that you're interested in, any activity, any job, who's the best at it. Just pick one person. My suggestion would be don't spend too much time trying to figure out who. Kind of pick one that might be the easiest one to answer. Type your claim. Visual evidence. Copy and paste from the internet an image of the person doing what they do to make you claim they are the GOAT. Copy and paste it in this area. Okay. Evidence. Look up evidence why. If I say Michael Jordan is the best basketball player of all time, I'm going to look for his statistics to support this claim that he's the best of all time. And then finally, reasoning. I want to explain, how does this evidence support the claim that he's the best? Okay. And that's it. That's it for this assignment. So go through this, get that done with, and we'll have that due on Monday. But hopefully you're working on this throughout class today with the sub. All right, I'll be keeping an eye on any notes that the sub takes. And remember, I will reward students who do well for the sub and talking to ones who might not do well for the sub. All right, so have a great day.